Hi guys, welcome back to Clever. I'm Katie Krause, joined by, of course, Deidre Behar.
Hi everyone.
And today we have transformed our studio to accommodate Mr. Sean Lowe, the Bachelor. We only found it fitting. We wanted to go on a double date with you. How do you feel about this?
The two-on-one date.
Exactly. Except for instead of one rose, we provided you with two, so feel free.
This will make it much easier.
I won't stare like the girls on the show at the rose the entire time, I promise.
I should give them out in the beginning just to
clear
ease
the air.
awkwardness.
It's good that there's two. We won't be clawing at each other fighting.
Exactly.
You know, this has a happy ending.
Exactly.
So, yes.
Well, this season is off to a great start. A lot of interesting girls, but a lot of very charming girls. What was your initial reaction?
The majority of them, I was overwhelmed because it was just beautiful girl after beautiful girl. So I kind of had a fear going into this that I wouldn't be attracted to any of them.
Oh.
Only because I've been very selective in the past, but I was amazed at how beautiful these women were. So I was excited to get in and actually get to talk to them and see how much depth that they had. And then, of course, you had some of the crazy ones that brought the antics, like the wedding dress or the failed backflip. She's, when she got out of the limo, I thought, this girl's crazy. I got to get out of here. But once I had a chance to sit down with her, I was like, okay, this is just her sense of humor, and she's a little weird and out there, but I kind of digged it.
Yeah, of course.
Like you said, there were some antics. We had some mistaken kind of off-kilter cartwheels. We had a poem or a song written for you, and like you said, the wedding dress. Is that flattering to you? Do you think the girls who bring their own style or their own character is endearing, or?
I like it. I'm not one for antics. When I met Emily for the first time, I basically said, hey, I'm Sean, can't wait to talk to you.
Yeah.
But if they want to do it, that's fine. And it did make a lasting impression. You're not going to forget a wedding dress, or you're definitely not going to forget a girl that falls on her head while attempting a backflip.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
So, they were memorable, so I guess it worked.
Yes.
And going back sort of to Emily, we actually spoke with Chris Harrison a few weeks ago and said that she might get another chance at love as being the Bachelorette, sort of like Brad Womack. How would you feel about that? Does she deserve it?
I'm all for it. I think Emily's great, and I wish nothing but the best for her. So if she thinks that she can find love on The Bachelorette a second time, hey, more power to her.
And we want to learn from her mistakes. What do you think that she did wrong on the show, and what did she do right?
That's a tough question. Well, I'll tell you, when I was with Emily, I always felt like I was being more proper than I normally am, because I'm a loose, laid-back, easygoing guy.
Yeah.
And around her, all our conversations were really serious. And I think that's because she's this proper Southern belle type. And I've heard that she has this whole other side to her personality that I didn't really get to see. So I guess my advice to Emily would be this second go-around, just be relaxed, be your normal, goofy self.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's what I really saw in you in the first episode. You seemed totally at ease, totally, just being yourself. And some of the girls got roses a little earlier than anticipated. Are you kind of going on gut instinct? You and Tiara kind of clicked immediately, and you handed off the rose like it was no sweat off your back.
Right.
What are you going on this season? What are you looking for?
Well, I only signed up to be the Bachelor for one reason. I want to hopefully find my wife. And so sometimes I have to break a few rules to accomplish that goal, I think. And on that first night, I knew if I'm talking to 26 different women, if I wait, and it's a long night, if I wait till the end of the night to hand out roses, I might forget about some of the conversations I had, or maybe get some stories confused and get the girls confused. So I just thought, I'm going to be in the moment, and if I'm vibing with a girl, I'm going to hand her a rose right there on the spot.
So is that a trend we're going to see throughout the season? Can you just get a rose at any given moment?
Yeah, you'll see that a little bit more this season, and then you'll also see me break some more rules, because I'm here for a purpose, and I don't feel like you have to always play by the rules.
Totally.
And we were talking about this a little bit earlier, but your parents watching. How awkward is that for you?
It can be pretty awkward. For the most part, it's fine. But some of these steamy makeout scenes, I cringe watching, knowing that my parents and even worse, my grandparents are watching this.
Do you ever watch with them?
No.
No,
that would be too awkward. That would be like watching, I remember as a kid watching a movie with my parents and then nudity shows up on the screen and it's
the worst.
You just want to get away.
So
I think
awkward,
it would be equivalent to that.
Yeah.
Cool. So I know you can't really reveal much, but everybody every week, like Katie and I already have, we're kind of, oh, she does not have a chance. Oh, this girl is going to be in the running. Can you tell us anything?
Yeah, I can tell you, I was shocked because like most people, I thought after that first night, I'll have like my 5 girls that I know, okay, these girls are probably going to make it to the end.
Are we going to be surprised?
And that's the way I thought. But as the weeks progress, I found myself being drawn towards other people. Other people started showing me their personalities, and so, the first impression and just the attraction starts to fade, and then I'm drawn to the personalities, and I start drifting towards girls that maybe I wouldn't have dated in normal circumstances, or girls that I've never looked at.
Okay.
So maybe the wedding dress girl does have a chance.
Does make it pretty far. Well, I know for me, if I were to be the Bachelorette, it would be so hard to remember everyone's name the first night. How hard is that?
Extremely difficult. In fact, when I talk to the girls as I walk in, and you've got 26 girls, and they're waiting for me to say something. And by the way, that is such a nerve-wracking experience in itself. But I told them, I'm not going to remember your names. I mean, this is so overwhelming, so forgive me if I don't. Forgive me if I call you someone else's name. I don't mean anything by it. Just be easy, give me some time, and I'll eventually learn them.
Have they been understanding so far? Or were
Yeah.
Or did you make any mistakes on the show?
I made one bad mistake one time. Without giving too much away, I sit down with a girl, and I ask her how her children are doing, and she says, I don't have kids, you're thinking of so-and-so.
So how do you recover from that? Do you just use your charming personality?
I apologize profusely and then change the subject.
Love it.
What kind of crazy dates can you sort of tease for us? Because The Bachelor is known for their over-the-top antics. We have helicopter rides, exotic vacations. What can you sort of tease in that regard?
When the producers asked me, what kind of dates do you want? I said, well, I'm an outdoorsy guy and I'm adventurous and I love pulse-pounding things. So you're going to see the helicopters, of course, but you're going to see, rappelling off buildings and mountains and really making the girls step outside their comfort zone, which I kind of enjoyed.
And one of the contestants, Casey B, we were huge fans of her on Ben's season. How surprised were you when you saw her? Because she sort of said that you guys had met previously.
I was stunned. Yeah, we met.
Happy stunned or like weirded out stunned?
Weirded out stunned in the beginning because we met at a charity event in New York City last summer, and I thought she was a sweet girl, and I enjoyed hanging out with her, but I viewed her as a friend. And I had no ideas that she was developing feelings for me. And so she makes
her.
Well, I did, of course. And she makes this grand gesture to come all the way out to LA and say, listen, I enjoyed our time together and I want to see if there's anything more there. And I knew that she was an exceptional person, and so I thought, all right, let's see where this goes.
Give it a shot.
And lastly, are you happy?
I'm very happy.
Did you put a ring on it?
I can't tell you that.
I thought maybe you'd be like, yeah, I did.
I'm very happy, but I'm a happy person, so I don't know if that gives away anything.
You seem like a really happy, cool, easygoing guy all the time, but, to all the people out there who are wondering, does The Bachelor work? Does The Bachelorette work? Can you actually find love on the show? Do you have an answer that you can give us to that?
Yes, I do, because there's so many cynics out there, and they say, look at the track record, most of them don't work out. I'll say this. Forget about the outside surroundings, forget about the exotic dates and trips and all that stuff. If you focus on the woman, and if you really have the mindset that I'm looking to spend the rest of my life with someone and get to know them and get to know their heart, of course it can work out.
Cool.
Straight from the Bachelor's mouth. It can work. And we're excited to watch the whole entire season. It airs on ABC Monday nights at 8 p.m.
Yes.
So make sure that you tune in. And thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Wait, we have one last thing we need to address.
We do need. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
It's going to be the first dual rose handout. Would both of you please accept my roses?
No.
I accept.
Just kidding. Yes.
First rejection. Thank you.